Hey guys, today I will be showing you how I take down my Bantu knots. I had these for about 5 days, so I just fixed them up quickly before I used my blow dryer. And the reason why I decided to use a blow dryer is because my roots were starting to look a bit coiled and a bit tangled. I mean, I did have these for a couple of days, so sleeping on them and it just kind of tangled my hair a little bit. So I decided to use a blow dryer to kind of loosen up the roots a little bit and to make it easier for me to style my hair. Anyway, I will slow down the video so you could have a closer look. And yeah, so I just quickly took down the Bantu knots, separating them one at a time. And I didn't really care about the curl definition as much because I always put my hair up. But if you do want to get bigger, more defined curls, then you should probably avoid separating your knots too much. Like if you can see in the video, if you separate them, I separated once there and then separated them again. But then if you keep separating them, then you get that fluffy curly look. I don't really mind, but it depends on what you like and what works for you. I also still could see the gaps between the sections I had divided, but anyway, that didn't really bother me either. So after all that, after taking down the Bantu knots, I finger combed my hair to position it for styling. And I tried to be as gentle as possible because I have super kinky hair, and after a few days, like this was a few days after I'd washed my hair, it did start to get a bit coily and a bit hard. So I took my time to finger comb and detangle the ends. They did get a bit of frizz a little bit, and I don't know why, because I used my shea butter at the ends when I was doing the Bantu knots, and I also used a product called Twisted Sisters or Sister or something, but I didn't get the result that I wanted. Anyway, I used my headband, which is a bit stretched out. I thought it was useless, but I found a way to use it still, even though it was a bit loose. So I'll be showing you in a sec how I used my stretched out headband. So I dragged it down at the back and then slowly worked my way up to pull my hair. And I usually work with the back first because I can't really see what's going on back there. So yeah, and then I work on the sides, and well, I try not to make it too tight because that can be a bit rough on your edges. And yeah, so I tried not to make it too tight, and then I crossed it over and then put it over my hair again just to hold my hair in place, but it wasn't too tight or anything like that. So yeah, that is how I take down my Bantu knots. I don't know about using the blow dryer, but I think it worked well for me. And depending on your hair type, if you have a hair type like mine, I suppose it would work for you also. So my roots were a bit looser and a bit more curly. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and see you in my next video.